My name is Eshaga, so a Liberian business person, and I'm from Sino. I'm a Liberian citizen. Honestly, yesterday what went on, it was very unprofessional by the DEA. You can come off with allegation, but sometimes you do a thorough investigation because every business, have a process that you can do to determine if the person is doing the real or the fake one. So they said they got an intel concerning about my business, that I do drugs business, and I've been here for a while now. I've been doing my business up front. No one, since I was born, I never see what I saw yesterday. I was surprised when I see, almost 12 pickups full with gunmen. Like maybe I killed someone, or you came to do a suspect, search warrant. But right, you're just supposed to come with at least 1 or 2 pickup, to do and present your case. Then I can bring up, my lawyers to be able to find a solution so we can be able to do the search as you claim, But you came, you barricade the entire street, saying that Mashallah Business Center is into drugs. You cut off the entire street business, you turn around, you bring down gunmen, the entire area, you barricade the entire place, and then you instigate me, telling me that I should allow you to come in without any documents, presentation of any documents. So I told them, no, this is not how it works. The country is a country of law. So there is nothing to be afraid of. So if you want, you can even add more pickups and bring in black the I don't have a problem. So that's why I told them, and I called on my lawyers. Like, my lawyers was not present, but unfortunately another lawyer was able to come over to my rescue, which is Councilor Cisse. And honestly, I really appreciate him for that. So when he came over, and then he had a discussion with them, and they did the process.
Yesterday, I saw you kind of like confused,
sure.
and so frustrated.
Really frustrated.
What was it like for you yesterday?
Yesterday, it was like almost a very, very bad day for me. A discouraging moment. As a young man like this, striving for the betterment of our country, like I go out there presenting Liberia as a very safe place. People who knows me know what I do in Liberia. Even the time when they were opening the mall, I was present, and I encourage a lot of Liberians to go and do business. But our mentality, we take everything to be unreal. Like, we don't take business to be something that can generate something, Any Liberian you see, they always depends, most of our Liberians brothers, not everyone, like, they take government job. Only a government job can be able to build you up and give you money. But they don't know that business can reach you to another level more than government, because government is a time frame. They give you a piece of job to do, and the time frame is there. Once your leader is not present, you are not there. You understand me? Everything have expired date, but for government, they have shorter time than business, because business is how you move the business from one level to another based on your conception, based on your analysis, based on how well you fight your business to be able to move it forward.
So yesterday there was some distraction, especially new goods that you brought was kind of open.
Yeah.
Did you experience some form of damage or loss yesterday?
Yes, a lot, because I do, for my Mashallah business, enterprise, Mashallah enterprise, I do sell brand new phones, and I sell electronics, original electronics, gadget, as you saw it on the booth. So probably most companies or most, reliable customers, they trust me because of my brand. They know that I sell original quality. So for you to remove the plastic, everything, even though it's their job to remove, at least maybe 1 or 2, but the entire, item, they have been, removed. And if we're selling anything like $200 to $300 USD, I will not be able to sell it at price anymore because it devalue. When you check even the mobiles, if you check the mobiles, they will tell you do not open. Do not accept when the seal is broken. So now seal have been broken. So there's a lot of losses. And also I have some glass protector. And as you know, glass protector it's a fragile stuff. It don't like from here to another end. It don't like some, hard, pressure. So there's a lot that went on yesterday, but everything we give God the glory.
So what's the next thing?
Well, you cannot fight a government. All you need to do is to present your case to the Ministry of Justice to be able to seek, attention, because this is really disturbing. Because even within America, if we have FBI, they have everything there. So if someone is suspected, which means you had enough evidence that prove the person is guilty of such, stuff. So, but you don't have any evidence of me. You don't have any interaction, any, just baseless of rumors. You have. Only that one you have. That is not enough to cause the damage you have caused yesterday.
So where do you think information will come from? So somebody that know you, somebody that they're just trying to anything you give, such a negative information to the PDA? Well,
for me, I know business is almost like a war. So when you prepare for business, you have to prepare for certain circumstances, So for me, I'm ready for that. That's why I have lawyers, I have counselors, and I have a lot of things ready for all those things.
How long have you been in the business?
Well, since 2017, I've been doing business when I graduated from UMU. But I've been doing other business when I was in school, like, selling phones, and other stuff. Yeah, but originally, published was 2017.
What's the success behind your business? You seem to being very serious, the potential, grow faster. What's the process behind it?
Honesty. You just have to be honest. Sometimes don't let people money to ruin you. Believe in yourself and work harder. Honesty, if you earn your earnest. Sometimes people say when you find something it's your luck. It's not of your luck. You have to work and you have to be cooperative with people. Just be honest.
Okay, so my name is Bakar, sir, and I do work here in the Liberian. I'm really concerned to know what have been these too many attacks on the Fula business. I witnessed another scene in Kawa, where the DEA officers went there and they disrupted the entire process on that day. They did not still find a job. Sure. What is actually behind this?
Well, this is a long-term illness towards our Liberians, our hatred Liberians. I can say, the entire Liberians, but out of maybe 100%, maybe 30% are there undermining the peace and stability of this country. Liberia has gone too far when it comes to war and division, tribalistic, But when it comes to Fula, they don't know the difference between a tribe and a country. Guinea has many tribes as it is. Liberia too has almost 15 to 16 tribes as recognized by them. Even though they said the love of liberty brought us here, they not say met us here. So probably when anything you do here, they will say, oh, they met from Guinea. Even yesterday, I had the scene interaction yesterday with one of the DA officer. If you don't like the idea, go back Guinea. So it shows that kind of hatred. So even when the thing happened to Kawe 2 days ago, I was viewing the video. I saw a sheriff enter with a bag of drugs, contaminated drugs. He admitted it. He got it from another place. But they came to search in a man's house while bringing in that drugs. And he was holding the drugs. And the Lord did nothing about it. And right away, I reposted it and said, Liberian National Police should come to the aid of this because it's very concerning. If the same sheriff are trying to bring out justice to the system is the same person that bringing out the drugs to go and plant it into the business, is very wrong. You know, so the only thing they need to do, the government need to check in those people that they bring, sending into the field. They should be professional. They should be able, they should stop putting tribalistic into this matter. This is a drugs issue. We all don't want anyone to be affected with drugs because drugs is dangerous. Drugs is bad. No one wants to be associated with those kind of things. And those things are not good for a country. You understanding me? So, but they're using the opportunity. Many of the DA officers now are using this opportunity when they go to 2-3 ghettos. They come, they say, okay, here we already searched the Liberians. So now we are coming to the Fulanese. You know, so we can search them too because they're now above the law. Now they will use that means if a Fulani man want to, you know, accept them in to do the search, they bring in the drugs and then plenty and then.
Is there any recommendation for government in terms of changing the DEA and also making them to be more professional?
I think the president need to check in his you know, the DEA sector really, because sometimes it's not giving them the empowerment alone. It's what qualifies them to be in the system, because this is a national issue. I think even the embassy also support the idea. They even support them with money. But sometimes you don't use that money against another tribe. You don't do that because you are undermining the government.
There is an attack against on the Fulani.
Yes, not only on the Fulanis. Even foreign business have been attacked here. Because if I'm saying something, I don't back for my tribe. Even though every tribe, you know, everybody have a tribe. But this is undermining the government. There are other people within the sector of this government who trying to undermine the rule of law. So the government need to really check about it. You know, they really check, because if they didn't check it out, this is going beyond imagination.
A lot of people are saying you will file a lawsuit for the damaged property on yesterday. Actually,
well, I cannot decide right now because I have a lawyer and he will decide. But I cannot, you know, sue the entire government, because the same people that accuse me of having drugs, you cannot carry your document there and say you have a complaint. You expect them to look at it? No, you can't do it. So that's it.
We do a lot of business people across the world.
Yeah.
And this news yesterday was all on the social media. All around. A lot of people will be watching you, some of your partners, the business partners. What would you like to say to them? Dispute such a rumor that was false and misleading.
Yeah, they have seen everything, because people was calling me from America, UK, Dubai, India, and China. Many people call me to ask me, and many of them have shown them the videos, and they have seen the clarity. Because when you're dealing with someone and the person is being accused, you have to get the full weight from other sources, not only me. So I'm sure they have gotten their intel and then they are already understand. But they cannot be afraid, because the kind of barriers the justice system is kind of afraid, because no one can come in and invest like this. You cannot come and harass a business, clean hand business person. You know, you're getting an intel, you're supposed to get some proof. At least maybe 1 or 2 minimum proof.
Meaning they did not bring any evidence?
No evidence. They didn't. They just
file notice for search?
Nothing like that. I was just called when I was home, and they said they want to carry on search. I said no. My lawyers got to be present, and even maybe I can be present as well if they can give me some time.
You had a backing yesterday from your Fulani community.
Sure.
So what would you like to say?
Not only Fulani community, the entire business corporation, even Dominic, there's one Dominic also from Bypass. He do sell cars. Yeah, Dominic namely. He really interfere a lot, and I really appreciate him. You know, I really appreciate everyone for the help. You know, because when you are good, you are honest, the people sees what you do every day and night. You know.
Is there anything that you'd like to say that we did not ask you in this interview as we take it going?
Well, all I have to say, Liberia need to do better. So, if you know you are in the security section, please don't undermine the government. Because if you do undermine the government, you are presenting a bad image out there. You understand me? So, and also differentiate between Fula and Guinea. They have Guineans in Sierra Leone which are citizens. You know, I mean, the Fulanese that in Sierra Leone that are citizens. You also have Fulanese in Guinea that are citizens. You know, they also have Liberia. Fulanese in Liberia here, they are citizens too, based upon, you know, that due diligence, you know. So they have to try to differentiate that and accept the facts. That's all.
Finally, from my end, let's divert a little bit to Cross-Border Incorporated.
Sure.
How is the company in terms of getting the resources and doing business?
Well, we just started this not too long ago, even though we have other businesses attached concerning about buying gold locally and selling locally. We just put in for the dealer lesson, which we're supposed to pay 5,000 United States dollars so we can be able to do an export to another country. But we don't want that. We want to even have everything here. We are praying for that, just time by time, little by little. So, and the business is quite okay, little by bit, you know. It's just that due to the constraint of the entire, you know, crisis that happening in the Middle East, right now things are not better. But we pray, inshallah, things will be better. Yeah.
Thank you very much for talking to us on Liberian Media TV Africa. We'd like to say if you want to get more of these